I think there's something in our academic transcripts, if you read that you as students are not allowed to use curse words in the papers that you give to your professors. You are not allowed to incite racism to the papers that you give to your professors. There are these guidelines that you as students have to follow. Now, why can't our role models follow those same examples?
Good job.
Okay, now, obviously there's no doubt this man is a joke of the university, and obviously a story like yours holds water. However, the beauty of a professor's life, a beauty of tenure, the beauty of education at the university level is that you as a student are allowed to challenge what the professor says. Nowhere in those audio clips did I hear anybody reaching out and challenging any of the ignorant things that he was saying. There's no doubt ignorant things were being said, false things. Why is nobody speaking up? And what exactly is being protested? It shouldn't be that you want him out. It should be protests of wanting to see, the evaluations at the end. Are these things being said about him, and why have things not been done about it? Or are these people that are being, things said about them in the classroom, are they just leaving him a good evaluation because they're great at the end of the semester? Why has this not come up until now? And what are you protesting? Because you're protesting what's being said, in the classroom, or you're protesting him as an individual as clearly a racist. Why are these things not showing up on the evaluations? Obviously, the university would have done something by now. And why is the university wanting this to blow over at this point and hasn't done anything about it?
Just a little insight on that. We're speaking up now because as a student body, we've decided to come together and follow through with everything that's been going on. In the past, we have had people tell us that in the past reports have been filed and suits have been filed, but nothing seems to have come of it. It could be because, lack of following through. I don't know. I don't have the evaluations to see, because I'm sure not all his evaluations are great. I'm sure there's an evaluation or two in there that say the exact thing that we're discussing right now. I don't know. I am a student. I cannot get that information. So I can't answer your question, but what we are discussing is the education within the classroom. Everyone has said everyone's entitled to their opinion. That's great. Have your own opinion. Have your belief. Have what you're going to fight for in your life. But when it becomes a distraction within the classroom, and when that is all it seems like you're being taught, and like you said, he says idiot like you say you're accepting that. That's not okay. It's not okay for a professor to come in and completely say idiot over and over again, where you become desensitized to the word, and that's just how he is. Because I have heard that so many times when I'm trying to talk about this is, oh, that's just how Professor Eisenstein is. Oh, that's just how he teaches. That should not be okay. That should not be something that settles with students.
Yeah, Kyle.
Okay, originally I only had 2 points. One, just add a third one in your case. Walla, I've known you since going to high school with you in Griffith. Seriously, if he said that to you or about Muslims in front of me, I would have made him retire that day through just arguing with him. That's one. Two.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's two. Okay, I'm sorry, but saying okay, nothing really happened during civil rights movement. Okay, say that to those of us who've lost grandparents, those of us who've lost parents, in the civil rights movement, and I am not at all just talking about black people. I'm talking about both white people too, because believe it or not, I'm, mixed, white mother, black father. And we all lost people. We all lost people during the civil rights movement. We all lost people that died during the Holocaust, from green, white, gray, black, whatever. Two, it is the fact that this man actually said that it was a good idea to shoot every single Muslim in the forehead, he should have been fired. I'm sorry, that's not okay to say on a college campus at all. Later.
Yeah, just in response to his comment up there, you didn't hear, she touched upon that, why people weren't reporting in class. I mean, imagine if you were one of these people that he was constantly talking out. I mean, there's women in here, I don't know if maybe I'll just heard, do you refer to women as bitches in there? You said, I'm pretty sure he said bitches somewhere. He was rambling on and all of a sudden he said, and bitches. As a female in that class, I mean, come on, really? Also, like what she touched on, you're constantly, your race, your ancestors are being, you know, basically verbally punched in the face, and you kind of, you start class, you know, kind of sit up in your chair, and I imagine you just kind of, you know, slowly sink down in your seat. Do you really have, the power to really say anything at that point? Because he's just killed your spirit of anything of learning, any kind of, you know, having any kind of good education for that day, and if not more. That's basically all I got to touch on that. I think people, maybe if they want to say something, it kind of kills that. You know, I mean, maybe you feel outnumbered because he's a professor. You know, he does have that power, and I think